Welcome to Copilot Podcasts. A team of AI researchers was stuck on a problem for months, until a janitor walking by suggested something that completely transformed their approach. Today, we're diving into the power of free thinking in AI innovation. You'll learn why breaking away from conventional wisdom is crucial for AI development and how embracing diverse perspectives can lead to breakthrough discoveries. So help me understand, what's the real connection between free thinking and AI innovation?
You know what's fascinating? Free thinking isn't just some nice-to-have skill in AI development, it's actually becoming essential. According to recent Stanford research, free thinking approaches led to a 47% improvement in problem-solving capabilities for AI systems.
Wait, 47%? That's huge!
Right. And here's the thing. The thing is, we're not just talking about being creative. Free thinking in AI development means questioning every assumption, challenging established frameworks, and being open to completely unexpected solutions.
So it's kind of like breaking out of the box we built for ourselves?
Exactly. And you know what's really interesting? It reminds me of jazz musicians. Think about it like jazz improvisation, where musicians break traditional rules to create something new. In AI development, free thinking works the same way.
That's such a cool parallel. I never thought about it that way.
And just like in jazz, the best innovations often come from unexpected places. Take this case from DeepMind, where a team was struggling with a complex algorithm.
What happened?
They brought in people from completely different fields, artists, philosophers, even a chess player. The diverse perspectives led to a breakthrough that traditional computer scientists hadn't considered.
That's fascinating, but I wonder, how does someone actually develop this kind of free thinking mindset?
You know, it's interesting you ask that because it actually connects to something from ancient Greece. The Socratic method of questioning everything we think we know.
Hold on, are you saying ancient philosophy is relevant to modern AI?
Absolutely. The fundamental principles of questioning assumptions and exploring different perspectives, they're timeless. MIT researchers found that teams using Socratic questioning improved their AI problem-solving efficiency by 32%.
That's wild. But how does this actually work in practice?
Well, let me share a real example. There's this AI startup in Seattle that implemented what they call think wrong sessions.
Think wrong sessions?
Yeah, they deliberately challenge every conventional approach. And get this, their AI models showed a 28% improvement in handling edge cases, unusual situations that typical AI struggles with.
That's pretty impressive.
And here's what's really fascinating about free thinking in AI. It's not just about the technology. It's about creating an environment where unusual ideas are welcomed, even celebrated.
But isn't there a risk in this approach? Couldn't it lead to chaos?
That's actually a really good point. The key is finding the right balance. You need structure, but not so much that it stifles innovation.
So how do successful teams manage that balance?
According to research from Carnegie Mellon, the most successful AI teams spend about 30% of their time in what they call structured chaos, exploring unconventional approaches while maintaining core development principles.
Structured chaos, that's such an interesting concept.
And you know what's really cool? When teams embrace this approach, they're not just solving current problems, they're actually anticipating future challenges.
Can you give an example of that?
Sure. A team at Google AI recently discovered a potential bias in their language models, not through traditional testing, but because someone asked, what would a poet think about this?
A poet's perspective? That's unexpected.
Right? And that's exactly the point. Free thinking means bringing in perspectives that seem completely unrelated at first.
But how do you convince traditional tech teams to embrace this approach?
The numbers really speak for themselves. Companies that actively promote free thinking in their AI development see a 40% faster rate of innovation, according to recent IBM research.
Those are compelling statistics.
And here's something really interesting about uncertainty and doubt in AI development.
What do you mean?
Well, teams that embrace uncertainty and actually welcome doubt tend to build more robust AI systems. It's counterintuitive, but it works.
That's fascinating. How does that work exactly?
Think about it this way. When you're certain about something, you stop questioning it. But in AI development, questioning everything, even your successes, leads to better outcomes.
So it's almost like embracing uncertainty makes the AI more adaptable?
Exactly. And research from Berkeley shows that AI systems trained with diverse thinking patterns are 53% better at handling unexpected scenarios.
That's a huge advantage.
And you know what's really exciting? We're just scratching the surface of what's possible when we combine free thinking with AI development.
What do you see coming in the future?
Well, based on current trends, we're moving toward AI systems that can actually engage in free thinking themselves. Imagine AI that doesn't just process information, but actually questions its own assumptions.
That sounds both exciting and a bit scary.
It's definitely a double-edged sword, but here's the key thing. The more we understand and practice free thinking ourselves, the better equipped we are to develop AI that thinks responsibly.
So what's someone who wants to apply these principles?
Start by questioning one assumption each day about how AI should work. Just one. It's amazing how this simple practice can lead to breakthrough insights.
That seems doable.
And remember that janitor who solved the problem at the beginning? That's exactly why diversity in thinking is so crucial. Innovation can come from anywhere.
So when you step back from all this, what's the big takeaway?
The real power lies in combining structured development with unstructured thinking. It's about creating space for those unexpected connections and insights while maintaining the rigor that AI development requires.
And it seems like the benefits are pretty clear.
Absolutely. The data shows it, the case studies confirm it, and the results speak for themselves.
This has been really eye-opening.
You know what's really exciting? We're just at the beginning of understanding how powerful this combination of free thinking and AI can be.
Well, this has been fascinating, and I think we've given our listeners a lot to think about.
And remember, free thinking isn't just for the experts, it's for everyone involved in AI development at any level.
That's right. And speaking of thinking differently, remember that, janitor? Sometimes the best solutions come from the most unexpected places.
Exactly. It's about creating an environment where every perspective is valued.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's episode of Copilot Podcasts. Remember, question everything, even this podcast. Until next time, keep thinking freely and innovating boldly.